Hello, hello. Welcome to my channel, friends. My name is Lynn, and I want to share with you some amazing news. I have the honor and pleasure of being a designer on the This Calls for Confetti design team. I'm really thrilled. I love This Calls for Confetti. Lisa, who's their owner, is so generous. She sent me this huge, I mean, once you see everything, you'll see just how generous of a starter package this is. And I'm a big fan of This Calls for Confetti. They started with confetti mixes like these, and then they've since started to produce stamps and dies and other fabulous things, paper pads and stencils, all so many good things. And so I'm really excited for the growth of this company, and to get to be a part of its journey is really quite an honor. So let me show you. Here's a look at the various confetti packs that Lisa sent to me with Valentine's Day coming up. I see she's got me well sourced in some nice embellishments for Valentine's Day. I see this one is little bunnies, so great for spring coming up as well. And I see bananas here, which I think might have something to do with this, which is Bananas About You. Really adorable. What a fun twist on Valentine's Day, because there are lots of kind of Valentine's Day puns. I'm just bananas about you. There is just your regular happy Valentine's Day. In banana years, you'd be banana bread. So I think this is good because I think there's some things for birthday as well as Valentine's Day. So that's pretty cool. But I like this. Oops, I slipped up. That would be really great if you like forgot to give somebody a Valentine's card or forgot their birthday. So really super adorable. And this is part of one of the newer releases to hit the shop. So really great that I can get straight ahead into some of the new things being offered. So there is this with I just already opened things and started to organize a little bit. So there is a coordinating die that you can get separately. I like to always sort of put my coordinating dies together in the same packaging so that I know I have it for one and I don't lose it. So there's that. This is a Peel Good stencil and die bundle. So the die is already in here. I can feel it. So that's really cool. So you can kind of stencil out a background, or I'm guessing these you can die cut individually out the little sprigs of leaves as well as the bananas with the little heart eyes. That's super adorable. This looks like full front shaker pouches. Yep, A2 full front shaker pouches. There's 10 in here. Wow, that's a lot. This feels heavy. These must be pretty thick. These are pretty thick. This is like construction weight acetate. Just a heads up. So that's really good if you I like that they put the sticker so that you know that you need to peel that protective layer off. Firstly, I like that there's a protective layer. Second, I love that they tell you to peel it off, because sometimes it's just so clear you just don't know. So I think that's really nice. But third, this is really strong stuff. So usually my shakers, I just use like pretty inexpensive acetate, but this is really good for even pop-up stands. Oh, this is darling. This is Sweet Talk 6x6 layer stencil. This is your little conversation hearts. So you have one layer that is going to be the lighter layer, which you would maybe use as the highlight, perhaps. And then the darker ink, you would ink through the lettering so that you can read it. And you have all the classic conversation hearts. Be Mine, You Rock, Too Cute, Hot Stuff, etc. Then we've got some birthday things. This is a 3-tier cake. Oh, layering stencil and die. I really like that the die comes with the stencil, just it seems like as a rule, because this is packaged this way. This came this way. The die was packaged inside with it. So it's sold like that, which I think is awesome. Arched lattice circles, again, with a die. So I think that's pretty great. Oh, interesting. So I'm guessing these two coordinate, but I'm wondering what the die cuts, because this already has this arched lattice circles die already cuts the outside edge. So I am curious. I'm guessing this lines up perfectly, if I had to guess. Does it line up? Yes, it does line up. Okay. So it does line up. It is layered. So you can get the... And it's not symmetrical, FYI. There's like a little extra circle here, which you don't see. So it's not mirrored. So that goes like that. So you could do just the polka dots, or you could do the full lattice. And the die, I'm just kind of curious if it's a duplicate. So this will cut just outside the pattern. And oh, it's not a duplicate. That's cool. So you can layer. Or you can cut a piece to put like behind, like if you die cut this, which gives you that lovely lacy kind of effect, you can die cut a different color and put it behind here, because it is just a smidge smaller. That's awesome. Well, I love the fact that it doesn't duplicate the outside. So you have, it just gives you more ways to use it. So I love that. I kind of like with that first one that we saw, the stencil, the banana stencil, that we could see the pattern of how it looks on the back. That must be a newer thing, because I'm guessing maybe this is older. So love that the packaging is evolving as well. So these are good staples, because I think these are really nice basics. There's a hot foil plate. Spring has sprung hot foils. All sentiments. To be honest, I didn't know that This Calls for Confetti did hot foil plates, so that's awesome. I love a little glimmering. Bunnies die set, kind of your peeps, your bunny peeps. Spring has sprung stencils. So quite a few stencils in here, at least 3 that I can spot. We've got Easter egg stencil and dies, 2 different sizes it looks like. Spring scene builder die set. Oh, look at the cute bunny. That's adorable. I love, this is just ripe with interactive card possibilities, because there's a aperture window here, so you could do like a little shaker. The bunny's hopping, so it's already suggestive of motion, so you could do like a little wiper card. I think that's really fun. Spring has sprung cover plate. I'm guessing this is A2. Pretty lovely. It's even got an embossed border, which is kind of cool. Spring landscape stencil. So looks like you've got some hills here, and we've got some clouds maybe. So that's great. It's just a nice way to add some border landscapes. Oh, this is cool. Rub-ons. Oh, this is for Easter. Cottontail Farms, Easter egg. Gold, and it looks like there's one that's white too. So it's like the same design, but in gold and white. I like the white, because then you could put it onto darker color cardstock. That's kind of cool. Love that. This is a big stencil. This is For the Love of Carrots layering stencil. Look how big. That's a big stencil. That's really nice. Very awesome. Ooh, I see shaker stuff. Okay, there's a heart shaker refill and a heart. This is the starter kit. And the starter kit comes with dies, so you can cut your heart shape, and it's going to be perfect. You can cut your little frame for your shaker pouch, and you get pouches with the starter kit. It looks like you get six. Oh, you get six. So these are domed. There's plenty of room in there for your confetti mixes to shake around a little bit. So that's going to be fun to create some shakers. Love that. And thank you, Lisa, for the refills. Shakers are such, especially when, you know, stuff like the pouches and when you have the dies to make the frame for it. So awesome. More lovely Valentine's Day, but really you could do maybe like an anniversary, an engagement, or even birthday. You know, it's any old day is a good day to say I love you. So sweet talk die, and I love this because it has the sentiment, the word, and the bubble layer around it, so you get that shadow layer, and it has both love and XOXO, like hugs and kisses. So it's really cute. Oh, this, I love a basic. This is a good basic set. Hello elongated frame die. So you have A2, and it does cut the A2 border with the elongated kind of oval or circle, and then the word hello. That's a nice size for the hello too. Love that. Oh, I love the coffee things. I think this is fairly new too. Freshly filtered. I've seen some of Lisa's cards with this where she stamped out a background, and then these solid stamps make it really easy to kind of color in the little coffee graphics. So this is freshly filtered. Then we have filtered thoughts. Oh, I love this. Espresso your creativity daily. Caffeine and friendship fuel my soul. Love that. Oh, start the day with coffee and freshly filtered kindness. These are wonderful. I love these. Then we have birthday Alice. Oh, I love the Alice's story. There's a really lovely story behind the Alice's story collection. It's very heartfelt. And this is the birthday. It looks like a stamp once, die cut once. I might have to look into getting the die if I don't see it, which I don't. But beautiful, beautiful, large happy birthday here, and lots of sentiments to go with that. This is relatively new too. I've seen this. Pin and plan. Okay, this is pretty cool. So this is like a frame. It has lots of little window cutouts. And I've seen this used to create sort of mood boards, which I think it just makes for like a really interesting card. Like I've seen where behind these little windows you put maybe a color palette, and then images and maybe words and stuff behind the other windows. So I think this is really fun. You know, one of the things I was thinking of when I saw this die set is I could create like one of my palette scout palettes and then put that here. Maybe some images, maybe turn some of these windows into shakers. The little borders around them are pretty darn thin, so that might be hard to get like a shaker well. But maybe one of the larger ones, it would be a little bit easier. We'll see. Or if you can always, if you have like thin frames like this, you could always die cut this like multiple times, stack 3, 4, 5. But if you're using like confetti, it's not super thick. It's not super dimensional. So you wouldn't need more than maybe like 3 layers of thick cardstock, and then you can build up that dimension in your frame, and then any of these could become little shaker wells. So I think that would be really kind of a fun idea with that one. Oh, look at this! I've seen this with the card fronts, Windowscapes die and stencil. Really love the die and stencil combination. This is a Bigfoot print stencil add-on to the die. Here's the footprint. I have to say, I think this Calls for Confetti really hit on something with the whole Bigfoot collection because it's so unique. You don't see that out there anywhere. And how bold of them to to do Bigfoot, which check it out, love Bigfoot. Look at he's not the only one, he's not the first one. I think he came after. I think there's either one or two. Well, definitely one, but there may be two Bigfoot shadow dies like this that came before. So I love the whole collection. It's really really awesome. And this is the sentiment and coordinating die that goes with that Love Bigfoot like mini collection within the Bigfoot collection. So this is sweet. Big heart. Have an unbelievable Valentine's Day. This is hilarious. You know what they say about big feet. And then lots and lots of little hearts. Now, one of the things I really like about these hearts is that they're different. They're not like the same shape heart and then just size big and small. Like this one looks a little hand drawn. This is like one of the tall and skinnies. This is more like, you know, a little bit wider. So kind of love that, a little bit of variety there. And then some papers, and then this. Let's see this. This is acetate. This is acetate that's foilable. Awesome. So I'm looking forward to glimmering onto this. Let's see how thick this is. I'm like obsessed with how, you know, thin or thick acetate is. This is pretty good. Not as thick as the shaker pouch, but this is thicker than what I normally use for a shaker, which is thin stuff. Because usually you don't really need anything super thick for just a regular shaker. Okay, so what did I get in terms of paper? I got the 6x6 Daily Grind. I have crafted with this paper pad before, and I love it. This is interesting because this is, if I remember right, yeah, this is single-sided. And there are some really beautiful scenes in here. I'm actually kind of curious. It would be a little bit of a challenge, but I'm kind of curious, should I try to do a KCC with with a paper pad that has scene designs and no backs as well? That's going to be quite a challenge. I'll think about it. Then we have 5.5 by 8.5 paper pads, which I really like because if you make a lot of A2 cards, the nice thing about this particular size is that you can get 2 card fronts out of it. And it just kind of depends on the design. Now these are all... Okay, so these are scenes which may not necessarily lend themselves to being cut in half and turned into an A2, but some of them might. Like this one you could cut in half and get 2 card fronts out of. That would be no problem. This one, and if not, then you can get 5x7 if you like to craft that size card. This one you could cut in half. These ones that are seen, I think it would be hard because you could get one down here, but then this one, maybe that could be something. There's that could work. These are gorgeous scenes. I love them. So yeah, some of these I think would work really well cut in half. And then, you know, you could have 2 card fronts from it. And then others, I kind of feel like, yeah, maybe you wouldn't want to do that. So there's that. This one is Elusive Prince, and this goes with the whole Bigfoot collection because, you know, it's like you've spotted Bigfoot in the forest. That I think is so fun. This one, I feel like it would be great for every day. Another challenge that maybe it's probably not as much of a challenge, but another idea I had is maybe I'll do a set of KCC cards with this style or size of paper pad. Because KCC, if you're not familiar, Kendra's Card Challenge is a challenge that helps you smash your 6x6 papers. But there's nothing saying that you can't use other size papers. And you just might have to adapt a little bit your approach to playing along with the challenge. So that could be an idea too. Let me know if you're interested in seeing any of these paper pads kind of turned into a set of 15 KCC cards. Okay. These papers are really just so pretty. They're just a lot of geometrics in kind of a rainbow. You get a good variety. Polka dots. Okay, so here's the thing that I really like is that you get something very open. You know, a lot of white in the back. You get something kind of like a finer, smaller, print, maybe a little bit all over. I mean, it's not exactly, I wouldn't say you could replace a solid with this because there's too much, color variation. It's not super, monochromatic in the sense that, there's a subtle pattern to it, but it is more, it's less variation than the other two. And then you have this, which has like bigger, bolder, darker chunks. So together it's nice because there's good variation. You could use all three of these and they're different kind of shapes, circles, stripes, squares. So even if you combine all three on a single card, they're very easily distinguishable from one another. And that's definitely one of the things that I like to look for when I'm mixing and matching my pattern papers. So this could be a really fun challenge to take with KCC cards. So we'll see. Maybe I'll do, maybe I'll make a set of KCC cards with, a little spattering of all three of these papers. And we can see how that goes. All right, so this is so incredible. Like, what a fantastic starter pack. I love how well thought out this bundle of goodies is. Lisa's got me all set up for some springtime crafting, for some Valentine's Day crafting. And so I cannot wait to just dive in and get started. She knows I love a good, interactive card. So I love all the shaker things that she's provided. And I'm a huge fan of coffee too. So I'm also loving all the coffee items in here as well. So that's my starter design team package. Huge big thank you to This Calls for Confetti. I'm not going to link individual products, but what I'll do is I'll leave you my affiliate link to This Calls for Confetti, and I'm going to link to maybe some of the bigger collections like the Bigfoot collection. I know there's a big section there on the website, and maybe I'll also link to the new release section, which is where you can find the bananas, and maybe I'll also link to the confetti section where you can check out all of the different embellishment packs and confetti mixes that Lisa puts together. Thanks for checking out my video today, and until next time, happy crafting and have a fabulous day. Bye.